Hello everybody and welcome here to Monday Night Football here for tonight between these two sides as Aldass Gunners and Puerantos will play each other at the Allianz Arena here for tonight. And Jimmy, how do you feel about this coverage here tonight between these two sides to play each other to get any result, hopefully so, by the end of this matchup, to try and let's say catch up to the Red Devils by the end of the game, because we know the Red Devils are now really, let's say, getting points adrift now away from second place and third place and fourth place, and it looks like the Red Devils can go all the way now until the end of the season and win the Premier League title. It is a very important game, and you are right, obviously, so about this. We know the Red Devils are probably likely now by 80%. They're going to probably end up winning the Premier League title. The 20% it could happen between these two sides, hopefully so, or even Padres, depending on their back-to-back wins from now until the next 10 games from now of the season left. As we know, let's say these are very important games coming up. This is for Puerantos and Aldass. So not just even try and chase and race for the Premier League title, but also qualify for the UEFA Champions League is most important. So because Chesco Blue Tigers are not far off comparison to where Aldass are currently at in fourth place, and also Puerantos as well. So these wins as well for these two sides from now until the end of the season are very vital, not just for them to try and chase up the Premier League title, but also try and chase themselves away from finishing away from the top four of the Champions League places. But the players are fit today. They've got a lot of, let's say, real competitors on the pitch. Haaland's fit as well. Williams is fit. Suarez is fit as well in the game. Aubameyang. And they've got a real strong team between these two sides. But we'll find out by the end of this match who will come out as the winner of this match, or it might end up as a draw, but who knows on that, because these two teams are remarkable teams and very good teams this season who really want to do the best themselves and get themselves really high in the Premier League if they can by the end of the season. Okay, thank you very much there, Jimmy. And now we move on now to the game here for tonight, as Puerantos will host Aldass Gunners live at the Allianz Stadium. And we are here for the game between Puerantos and Aldass Gunners at the Allianz Stadium here for tonight. And we know that this is a very important game, this will be, in terms of this matchup, because we know that these two teams are really hunting for qualification to play in the Champions League for next season, hopefully so, for either Puerantos and also for Aldass. And we'll see how this match will go in terms of this matchup here between these two sides. They're both looking for the exact same places to qualify for, but they both play each other here for this evening for match day 28. We've got Haaland up front, Williams with Cliff, Neymar, Xhaka, Ronaldinho, with Parker, Sketner, Ohore, Partey, and goalkeeper James Taylor. But as of here for Aldass, we have goalkeeper Oliver Kahn, Ramos, Bailey, with Ryan James and Leon Sago, with Blind, Kroos, Di Maria, Coutinho, Suarez and Aubameyang. So here we go. The lineup here between these two sides begin. And let's get straight to the matchup here. Kickoff's underway. It's Puerantos versus Aldass. And now Partey there, pass the ball there to Neymar. And now they start things off here with kickoff here now. Puerantos the home team. And now Dennis Parker. Now here's Xhaka. Pass there now to Partey. Partey now to Neymar. Great pass there now to Haaland. Now it's a chance for Cliff. Here's a shot. Block. Save right there for the goalkeeper. That could have gone in. So a corner's been given here from Puerantos. It was the goalkeeper saved it last. And now it's a chance to punch the ball away here for the keeper, Khan. And now clearance maybe, but no. Here's Aldass here now. Now to Ohore. Neymar. Now Sago. And now Ryan James. Header there now to Suarez. Now to Robert Cliff. Now Ramos. Now Blind. Good defending there now, Xhaka. Now Williams, great pass to the Haaland here. Haaland's through, and what a hit from Haaland. And Puerantos are in front. What a goal. Brilliant strike there from Erling Haaland, the Norwegian. He puts that in right in the bottom corner now, and Aldass are behind. What a goal. What a brilliant goal. Hits it right in that bottom corner. And it was no way possible for the goalkeeper, Oliver Kahn, to save that chance here from a shot from Erling Haaland to put that right in that bottom corner. And that's a brilliant goal for Puerantos. Now, all the way here for a head. Now, pass there now again. Here's to Cliff. Neymar. Now here's Bailey there. And now it's going to be a throw-in. Now here's to Party there. Throws it in the box here now to Haaland. And now there was a chance here for Xhaka. And now Haaland here. Good defending. Now here's to Robert Cliff. Now clearance away there from Aldass. Party. And now here's to Aubameyang. Now pass the ball back there to James Taylor. Now to Party. And now here's to back again here now to Bailey now for Aldass. Now Ramos. Now Bailey. Now to Ryan James. Now to Kroos. Di Maria. Now pass back here to James again. And now we've got at least a minute to go left. The clock to go. A minute to go between Aldass and Puerantos, as Puerantos are in the lead so far. And it could be more goals could happen here. And it is for the end of the first half at the Allianz Stadium here. As it ends, Puerantos 1, Aldass Gunners 0 at half time. We're back here for the second half here on Monday Night Football between Puerantos and Aldass. And they do take the lead here, Puerantos, in the first half. But could Aldass do anything in the second half to try and get a point out of Puerantos here tonight? But now on the ball back here, Ronaldinho now. Pass there to Erling Haaland. Now Coutinho. Now all the way here to Aubameyang. It doesn't. And that's going to be, looks like here, a free kick. And that's a real brilliant chance it was obviously for maybe, could be, maybe, a free kick. And Party right there, obviously, took the ball off of him there. But it's a free kick though for Aldass, because Party did foul him though in a dangerous position here. Now there's a chance here for Sago. Good block. And that's got a corner in this matchup here now. Sago. Cross into the box. Header. Oh, it's gone wide. Nice header right there. Gone all the way right there wide. And now it's going to be a goal kick in the game. And now it's going to be a goal kick here in this matchup. Goal kick's being given. And now, pass there now to Ronaldinho. Now here's Aubameyang. And now Robert Cliff. Now Williams. And now here's to Ramos. We have got this another half an hour left, or 20 minutes left of the game to go. And now here's a chance here for Aubameyang. Good pass there, Aubameyang there. But Puerantos did quite well to defend that though, in fact. And now back to Aldass again. Here's Blind. Blind now to Sago. Sago now Coutinho. Now Williams. And now to Haaland. Now Williams. Now Cliff. Now pass there now, or could have been, but no. Here's to Daley Blind. Now Coutinho. And now Dennis Parker. Clearance away here now. And now Aubameyang. He's through 1v1. And a goal right there from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. 1-1 is the goal. What a goal there from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. He puts that ball right in the bottom corner. And now it's 1-1. What a hit. Right in that bottom corner here. Aubameyang scores now. And now we're level in this match between Puerantos and also here Aldass. Right in that bottom corner though. Brilliant hit, brilliant goal. And he is very happy there, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, as well, for that reason only. And now we've got Donny van der Beek coming on the field. Cliff comes off the field. And we've got, let's say, 10 minutes left of the game to go. And now here's Parker. Now Ramos. Now Blind. Now Coutinho. And now it's going to be now. Looks like a throw-in. And now we do have ourselves, let's say, a substitution here. Parker comes off and Kaka comes on the field. So Kaka comes on the field as a substitute. And now throwing here now to Coutinho. Good defending now. In the box. Oh, could have been, but that's a free kick. Offside's being given, by the way. As it looks like there that Aldass was in offside position there, Aubameyang. So we have got ourselves, it looks like, a goal kick here for James Taylor. And now he boots the ball away from danger. And now here's Blind. And now here's Skekna. Now Kaka. And now Skekna. And now Neymar. Pass. Now it's getting to a chance and it's all over for full time. And that means that Puerantos and Aldass both share a point out of each other at the Allianz Stadium here tonight. As it ends Puerantos 1, Aldass 1. And the official result here between Puerantos and Aldass came down to a 1-1 draw out of these two teams. As you cannot split the two sides out of this matchup. As Puerantos played a very, very good game they did. And so did Aldass also in the matchup. As you really couldn't split these two teams during this matchup. So what's your thoughts about this match in terms of the result here for Puerantos and Aldass, Jimmy? And do you really agree with me on, do you think this game went right down the middle and you couldn't split the two teams during the match? I feel so. I really feel that both teams really played a good game and they really fought against each other for the 3 points in this matchup. But we know that Puerantos had some very good chances and so does Aldass as well. And wonder why these two teams are chasing the exact same places to qualify for the UEFA Champions League for next season. I think already now know that the Red Devils of George Innerton will win the Premier League at the end of the season. The points are so ridiculous in comparison to where Puerantos and Aldass are and also Padres Impact. So I think there's no way I don't think that these two teams, and especially Padres, will catch up to the Red Devils now, because I feel that now these two sides of Aldass and Puerantos will definitely now try and occupy and hold on in that top 4 positions to try and qualify for the Champions League for next season. There's only 10 games left of the season to go. And Puerantos and Aldass are only at least now a couple of points adrift from Chester Go Blue Tigers are currently at, as they're sitting 5 points behind from these two teams to try and get into the UEFA Champions League. And in that sense, it might be a little bit, let's say, concerning in terms of if they don't perform well in the next couple of games between these two sides in their respective games before the end of the season, they could drop out in the top 4, might finish in the Europa League places. I know these two teams qualified for the Champions League from last season, and I think that Puerantos and also Aldass bear it in mind. They want to qualify for another consistent UEFA Champions League place for next season. Thank you very much there, Jimmy. And now we move on now to the game highlights across the Premier League for all the other 9 coverage matches across the Premier League. And let's get to those games right now before we're ending off the show here for tonight. And a great pass there from Barella, and not the ball there to Hersey. All the way to Roberto Firmino. Great pass there to Diego Maradona. And had a chance of shooting at the goalkeeper, but save from AFC Richmond. And AFC Richmond got themselves a chance to try and hit on the counter-attack, but unfortunately it wasn't the case though. And then Diego Maradona, great pass to Roberto Firmino to have a shot again against the goalkeeper of AFC Richmond. But unfortunately that ball went wide for a goal kick in the game, as City created another chance to shoot, but unfortunately that did not go on target. But the full-time whistle blew here at the end of the game, as it ends Georgington City 0, AFC Richmond 0 at full-time. And the Georgington Red Devils put themselves in the lead here within the first 4 minutes in the game, as Kai Havertz, nice cross into the box, header right there from Bolt, went back to Bolt's feet again from a save rebound from Martin Sketlenberger, and Usain Bolt got the finish into the back of the net within the 5 minutes in the game, as the Georgington Red Devils are leading by 1-0 in the match. And the Georgington Red Devils got themselves another goal to make it 2-0, as Pablo Dybala, great pass there to Bolt, all the way to Wayne Rooney, crossed back into the box to Bolt's head, into the back of the net, and now the Red Devils are 2 goals up in the matchup. As great passing, obviously there, great passing flow of football for the Red Devils, and then they got themselves a chance to score, and they did that as Usain Bolt got the last touch on that to make it 2-0. And then Red Bull Tomato got themselves a goal back in the matchup to make it 2-1. Great pass to Witsel, and then Van Persie all the way there to Isak. 1v1 to the goalkeeper as he puts that ball past the goalkeeper within the next 7 minutes before full time. And that's an unbelievable goal from Isak, I've got to say, in terms of that goal he scored. And now the Red Devils have conceded before full time. And the full-time whistle blew here at Old Factory Road here for tonight, as it ends the Georgington Red Devils 2, Red Bull Tomato 1 at full-time at Old Factory Road here for tonight. And Grasshoppers United got themselves in the lead in the matchup. A great cross into the box, but unfortunately punched away right there from the goalkeeper. And then Oliver Peters won the ball back here for Grasshoppers. And then, however, Joel Kensley kept the ball in play. And a cross right there from Pavel Nedved into the box. And then Cheerio Mobley got the last header on that to put Grasshoppers in the lead within the 80th minute of the game. Let's say 10 minutes before full time, as they've scored before the end of the game. And then Grasshoppers United got themselves another goal in the matchup to make it 2-0 as Giovanni El Chaluso, great pass there to Felipe Anderson, and he hits that ball right in the bottom corner. And now Grasshoppers are 2 goals up in the lead here, live at the Grasshopper turf. Great ball all the way to Anderson, hits it right in the bottom corner, and now it's 2-0 to Grasshoppers, as a full-time score blew at Iceberg Stadium, as it ends Iceberg Forest 0, Grasshoppers United 2 at full-time. And a nice throw in here from Jadon Sancho to throw the ball to Kevin De Bruyne. And Devin De Bruyne right there found Tino Werner in a very good position, and he struck that ball right past the goalkeeper Jens Lehmann to make it 1-0 to Goldfield in the match. And then Goldfield got themselves another goal in the matchup to make it 2-0 as Eden Hazard, nice pass there to Werner, then back right there to Hazard, and then to Pogba. Pogba from a great pass to Sancho to put that ball right in the bottom corner. And now Goldfield are 2-0 over Hassenfield Terriers. And what a hit right there from Jadon Sancho, as now Goldfield are 2 goals up in the match. And Hassenfield Terriers have got themselves a loss in this matchup here over Goldfield, as it ends 2-0 to Goldfield at the end of the game. And a great goal here for Chesico Blue Tigers within 10 minutes in the matchup, as Mohamed Mo Salah makes it 1-0 to Chessigo over Charlford Saturday this afternoon. And then Charlford Saturday got themselves a goal to make it 2-0 as Luke Mateus, great pass there to Mo Salah, 1v1 to the goalkeeper, and he puts that ball right in the top corner to make it 2-0. And it's a nice counter press there from Salah, really took it all upon himself, 1v1 to the keeper, and now it's 2-0 to Chessigo. And the full-time whistle officially blown here at Valley Road as it ends Charlford Saturday 0, Chessigo Blue Tigers 2. And Waynor got themselves a goal to make it 1-0 in the match as Robert Lewandowski, nice pass there to Mkhitaryan to hit it first time past the goalkeeper of Bill Hilton. And now Waynor are 1-0 up to the good here in the matchup so far at Warefield. But it took Waynor into the second half of the matchup to score another goal as Robert Lewandowski this time around put the ball past Bill Hilton, and now Waynor are 2 goals in the lead here in the 72nd minute of the game, and Waynor are driving for a victory here tonight. And then 10 minutes before full time, Waynor scored another goal in the matchup as Hendrik Mkhitaryan from a great pass there to Robert Lewandowski to Sergio Aguero to hit that ball right in the top corner, and now Waynor are 3 goals up to the good here at Warefield Stadium here for this evening. And what a hit right there, a rocket shot from Aguero. It took him 2 touches to put that ball in the top corner, and now Waynor are 2 goals in front in the match. That's a real brilliant touch right there, all the way to Sergio Aguero to really put that on his laces past the keeper, and now it's 3-0 to Waynor. And then it wasn't over just yet though, because in the 88th minute of the matchup, Waynor scored another goal as Hendrik Mkhitaryan, nice pass there now to Aguero to hit that right in the bottom corner, and Waynor are 4 goals up to the good here. An unbelievable hit and an unbelievable goal for him, and now it's 4-0 to the Waynor in the match. And 2 goals from Sergio Aguero, 1 for Robert Lewandowski and 1 for Mkhitaryan as it ends here at full time here tonight between Waynor and Sporting Sun Lake, as it ends Waynor 4, Sporting Sun Lake 0. And Padres Impact got themselves a goal to make it 1-0 as Malcolm, nice pass there to Cantona to hit the ball past the keeper of Ben Foster, and a great start in the second half of Padres Impact, and they're 1 goal up in the matchup so far in the game. And then Padres Impact extended the lead to make it 2-0. Great pass there from Cantona all the way to Lacazette, and he hits that ball right in the top corner. And now Padres Impact are now 2 goals in the lead in this match. A brilliant hit, a brilliant goal, and a wicked strike for him here as Lacazette makes it 2 for Padres Impact in the game. As it ends here at full time as #United 0, Padres Impact 2. And South Coast unfortunately gave away a goal within 25 minutes of the matchup as Latan, nice pass there to Falcao to put the ball nice and smartly in the bottom corner as Los Angeles are 1 goal up to the good here at the Westphalia Bank Stadium here this afternoon. And then South Coast in the late minutes of the game scored a late goal in the game as Thomas Oaksill, great pass to Yusuf Poulsen to whack that ball right in the bottom corner as South Coast Rangers are now level in the matchup to make it 1-1 in the game. Great passing for South Coast, really controlled themselves quite well, and they got themselves a very decent, let's say, last minute goal to save themselves a point here as it ends Los Angeles FC 1, South Coast Rangers 1 at full time. And Inter Taloga got a goal here past Newport Dragons here. Nice counter-attack as Lisandro Martinez passes the ball to Kolovic. And now Kolovic right there to Griezmann. 1v1 to the keeper right there and score past him. And now Inter Taloga are 1-0 in the matchup here in the second half of the game. And it's a real perfect finish right there from Anton Griezmann, as now Inter Taloga are 1-0 up to the good here against Newport Dragons here in the match at the Santo Park Stadium. But however, disappointment right there was shown by Inter Taloga, as Newport Dragons got themselves a goal in the late minutes of the game by Julian Green, who scored that last minute header in the game to secure Newport Dragons a massive crucial point in the matchup, as he scored in the last kick of the game here this evening, as it ends here at full time here at the Santo Park Stadium, as it ends Inter Taloga 1, Newport Dragons 1 at full time here for tonight. The official results of match day 28 of the Premier League: Puerantos 1, Aldass Gunners 1, Georgington City 0, AFC Richmond 0, the Georgington Red Devils 2, RB Tomato 1, Iceberg Forest 0, Grasshoppers 2, Sharpers Saturday 0, Chesico Blue Tigers 2, Los Andreas 1, South Coast 1, Warenorth 4, Sporting Sun Lake 0, Hassenfield Terriers 0, Goldfield 2, Hashtag United 1, Padres 2, and Inter Taloga 1, Newport Dragons 1. The official table of the Premier League as it all ends, as the Georgington Red Devils are top of the league with 68 points. In second is Padres with 57. We all have Puerantos in third with 55, and Aldass Gunners are fourth with 55, while Chesico and Warenorth are currently in the Europa League positions, while South Coast dropped down to 7th, while Taloga, Goldfield and Georgington City occupy outside of the European places. In the bottom half of the table, we do have as Iceberg Forest and also Los Andreas and Hassenfield moving up the table slightly, while we know that now that Sporting Sun Lake are only 3 points above the relegation drop, as Sharpers Saturday have got 21 points and Grasshoppers are 19th with 20 points, and last place we do have is Hashtag United with 10 points in the Premier League so far. And coming up for this Saturday, we do have Chesico Blue Tigers will take on Puerantos, while South Coast Rangers will take on Warenorth. And that are big matches coming up live on RBC. And that's all we have time for here right now for the coverage on Monday Night Football. A big point between Puerantos and Aldass by the end of the game, as that's all we have time for here right now live on RBC. With myself here today, Gary Walker, my fellow pundit Jimmy Hansberg, and we'll guys see you for next Saturday for Saturday Kickoff returns back for next weekend between Chesico and Puerantos and South Coast and Warenorth. But until Saturday, have a very good night everyone.